Question: what moment defines you? Question: what moment defines you? Let's talk.
Like diamonds, I'm watching how you glow.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ here, coming through your TV, your phone screen, your laptop screen, and beyond. How you doing, mate? What moment defines you? You as a person. What moments defines you? Can I tell you mine? Figuring out what my purpose was. For figuring out what my career was gonna be. Figuring out where my life was gonna go was my most defining moment. Is it entirely exactly where it's gonna go the way I envisioned it? No, there's been some changes along the way, but that moment, deciding that, was what defined me as a person. Being able to say, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. This is why I'm here. In that moment, I was like, now I'm beginning to become an adult. Now I'm beginning to define who I am by the things I love to do and the life that I want to live. I'm gonna pose this question to you throughout this entire video. What moment defined you? Doesn't have to be in the same context, but what moment defined you? What moment in your life defined you? The second I realized that, my purpose: to build, to uplift, to inspire, spread some joy, to live, love, laugh, to encourage and motivate and help drive people to be the best version of themselves. My purpose. One of the things that helped me get to that space was a couple of things, actually. My trauma. My trauma and not wanting other people to ever have to go through that is what led me to being the person that I am today, to doing the things that I do today, to living the life that I live today. I don't think, even though, trust me, my siblings' stories are probably, I think they add up to worse than mine. They might think otherwise, but my sisters especially, my sister's story is traumatic to say the least. But that was one of the deciding factors in what made me choose the life that I want. My painful experiences is not something I think other people should share. Even though if you've been through anything that I have, we have a common understanding, but I would rather you not ever have to experience it, rather than to have experienced it and have to now live with it. I think that's a way more painful scenario than to just never have to go through it. Even though sometimes if you don't, people that don't go through it lack the understanding needed to appreciate someone's situation for what it is. But even if that's the case, I personally would rather not have someone walk in my shoes, because it's been a lot. I've been through a lot. And I'm sure whoever is on the other side of this screen has been through a lot. And if you have, I would encourage you to use those moments to define you, much like I did. I took all of that pain and I spread it out throughout all the things that I love to do. When I dance, me dancing is a form of expressing my pain. A lot of people know that. Most people, when they see me, I dance in my gym, and when they see me dancing in my gym, everyone looks at me like, you're just so passionate about what you do. It's actually me expressing that pain, but you can't see it because you don't know that that's my story. So you look in admiration, but that trauma has really defined me, and it has made me come to grips and come to terms with reality in a lot of different ways. Again, what defined you? What is your defining moment? I'm curious because people have their story, and a lot of times it's not the best one. But out of all of that negativity can some beautiful moments happen. I I honestly believe that if people can take their pain and transform it into something that can make them know a better person, it, you're going to be tempted as the person receiving the pain to know take that pain and inflict on others because you don't think you deserved it, which is understandable. But it would be revolutionary for oneself if you could go the other route and now take that pain and use it as something better. It might not be your first initial reaction, but you can use that pain to define you, and you can use it to define you in ways that are better than average. People use their pain to define their actions. So they use it to justify them doing harmful things. Because I've been through this. This is why I'm like this. But you're like this because you're choosing to be. Why can't you take it and make the situation like this or like that or things like that? That was my defining moment. Using my trauma to then create me in a new way. I think that's literally the most mature thing I've ever done. Like, figuring out what I want to do with my life and figuring out what career I want and what kind of person I want to be. It literally, I'm going to say it again, defined me as an adult. I don't think, if I never sat down and had a conversation with myself, I don't think my life would have turned out the way it did. Because I could have easily gone another route. I like I said, if it wasn't for music, I wouldn't be here today. So, if those things and my thought process did not mesh well, I don't think my life would have been the way it is. And it's not the best life in the world, but it's also not the worst. And there's a lot of things for me to be grateful for and happy for. And just redefining or defining myself in that way was a really empowering moment for me. And I'm going to say again, what is your defining moment? Let me know. Drop it in the comment, message me, either way. It's your boy AJ. I love you. Big ass heart. I love you. I'm signing out.